Good evening, folks, and welcome to On the Air with VA3 EWV AllStar EchoLink Net every Friday night at 8 o'clock. If Laura says the same. Looks like we're going to have a light crowd. I've done 2 or 3 nets this week, and it's been a little bit of a very light attendance, and that makes sense. It's nice weather out. The sun is shining here at least. It's not so warm here in St. Andrews West, where I live at. We'll be getting started with the net there. And tonight's topic is, and I put it in the thing earlier. Tonight's topic, I'll have to go look what I wrote, but we do have a topic tonight. We have 3 rounds in this net. First round is the topic. Second round is what you're doing for the weekend. And the third round, so get those pen and paper handy. The third round is if you hear something on the net that sounds interesting, you can do crosstalk or rag chew at the end of the net. Okay, I do know what one of the topics I wanted. I wanted to ask tonight, what's your favorite band to work on, or what's your favorite mode of radio? Like, is it UHF, VHF, HF, etc., etc.? So you can do that, or you can talk about what logger you like to use. I know field day's coming up next week, and I'm torn because there's some loggers that are been used for a long time, but there's some new stuff, some new technology, so I'm kind of torn about which logger I want to use there. Okay, let's let these repeaters do their things. Okay, this evening we have the VE6 IDK repeater out of Spruce Grove, Alberta, connected tonight. Thank you for the owners and operators of that repeater. And we have the VE3 PGC repeater out of Cornwall, Ontario. I want to thank the owners and operators of that repeater as well. Okay, when you come into the net tonight, just come in with your call sign, your name, your QTH, how long you've been in ham, and the topics of the night are either one of the two: what software to use to do logging, or what's your favorite mode of radio. K5 Bravo Delta Lima, come on in.
VA3 EWV and the net. This is K5BDL. Good evening, Ernest, and anybody on board listening. Let's see, been a ham since 1992, and goodness, I guess my overall favorite is HF. Just depending on how far I can get out and stuff, but I still do like VHF and UHF quite a bit too. For local voice communications and packet operation. And also checkerboard, my better half, Peggy, Kilo 5 Papa Foxtrot Lima, that's K5PSL, Peggy. She just got home, and say hello to her real quick here, and back over to you, K5EDL.
K5BDL in the group. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey returning. Yes. For ages there, I only use UHF, VHF. I sound like I'm a seasoned ham or something. I've only been a ham since let's see on the wall here, 2023. So 2 years. 2 years been a ham. My first year and a bit was on UHF, VHF. So that's all I knew and all, And I had people telling me once you get HF, you won't want to go back to UHF, VHF. And that wasn't true for me. I use them both almost equally. If I do anything on HF, it's usually outside. I don't usually use it in the shack. And if I do, it's probably FT8, FT4 only, or SSTV, or something to do with digital something. I don't really talk on HF in the shack that much. Usually just outside in the field there. All right. Thanks for being out there, Brad, K5 Bravo Delta Lima. Do we have anyone on the VE6 IDK repeater this evening? Wish to check in? Please come now. Okay, and do we have anyone on the VE3 PGC repeater wish to check in? Please come now. Okay, this is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. My name is Ernest, by the way. Someone had commented that I never say who I am, where I'm from. Anyway, my name is Ernest. I am from St. Andrews, West Ontario. I've been a ham for 2 years. I've been enjoying it. I use, so for the topic, which do I like better? I don't know. Anyone that someone's on the air. I guess that's my question. So, whatever I can talk on is what I'll do. And the fun thing about us having digital modes and using that, if the bands are bad, now I've been hearing people say that the bands are bad today. Let me just check that out. Also, we have two people on YouTube, just so you know. Come on and join us on AllStar EchoLink. To connect, you just go to try to connect to VA3EWV-L or AllStar node 60092. That's how you do it. Okay, that's going to be it for me. Let's see who's on the YouTube there, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to say hello to those folks and ask them to put their call signs, their names in, and get in the log. I'll be right back. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Brad, we're probably gonna have a very short net tonight, but I will be saying this. I've been blessed that for 2 years that I've done the net, I think I've missed 2 Fridays. One, I was out of the country. That was this past year. Excuse me, I was out of the country on holiday. And I think once last year I had to work an evening shift or something like that. But I've been very blessed to be doing this net now for over. I've just celebrated 2 years doing it actually, so that's great. And I've at least had one person on the net, and I can't believe it. I was always thinking that I would come in here and there might be nobody, and I'll talk to myself. But I was looking at the rules, and you just can't talk to yourself. So I'm glad that somebody's out there. So, Brad, what are you doing for the weekend? We'll end it with you. What are you up to for the weekend there, over?
VA3EWV and the net. This is K5BDL. Well, for the weekend, at least the first part of it, been teaching the online class for a local college. So I'll be busy grading some papers. We're in the summer 1 session. I've got 33 students in my charge right now and getting ready for summer 2. And so catching up on grading, and then after that, got to do some lawn work because our grass is growing because it's been hot and rainy. So I've been catching up to that too, and then maybe afterwards, maybe a little bit of ham radio. We shall see. K5BDL.
Yeah, Roger on that. So 33 students. Yeah, that's quite the undertaking. And I know here in Canada, school is winding down. Everybody's talking about summer school, summer camps, things like that. I think in the States they might wind down in August. I'm not too sure. I don't remember, but they might. Excuse me. They may wind down in August there. Same here with the grass. I just came in from cutting the grass. Actually, we have a little under 2 acres here. Have a Kubota. What do you call it? Subcompact tractor. So it has backhoe, front end loader, all that stuff, snow blower, this and that. It also has a 60-inch cutting blade. Good little machine and stuff. If I had money, I would have a whatever you call it, 360, whatever you call that thing. I forget what they call it more. A zero turn. That's what they call it. I would have one of those if I had money, but I don't. I because if I had the zero turn, I could actually do the ditch in my yard, like the angle that it's at now. my subcompact is just too top heavy, it would fall right over. But I know on a zero turn, I could actually tackle a ditch and not have to go out because my yard is very long. So it's like it's an whatever an acre is, like it's long like that, like a football field. So anyway, it's nice green grass out there. I know the farmers are loving it. And the only bad thing about it is that it's raining 1 or 2 days, at least 1 or 2 days a week every week. So I haven't seen a solid week of just sunshine and hot weather for over a solid week there. Back over to you, K5BDL.
Roger that. Well, I think things are sounding good for you up there. Summer is going on, and maybe have some sunshine there in a bit. And I'm going to stand by here and see if anybody else is out there for you. K5EDL.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, we might have some latecomers. You never know. Uh, I know that some of the frequent flyers that usually come, like yourself, they were saying some of the things they would be doing, and this is the time, another time for travel and stuff like that. I know when I was living in Gatineau, Quebec, I was had lots of friends that had cottages, and that was the thing to do this time of year. Every weekend they went to the cottage, and I live on I would say a major highway, not like a 4 lane or anything like that, but it connects two big highways, the 417 and the 401. It connects those two highways, and I have RVs flying by left and right by my house starting about Wednesday, and it goes like from Wednesday to Wednesday, and I don't see anything on. Yeah, probably good solid traffic starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Not too much activity on Sunday because a lot of these people take 4 day weekends. Then it pops back up on Mondays there. So lots of RVs, lots of people going out, and a lot of travel inside our country now. Nobody's traveling outside as much. They're over.
Roger that. This is K5BDL. Yes, it seems like it's a good time for good traveling everywhere.
This is where they should be giving us some good discounts and stuff like that on travel. Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu. Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu. Good evening and welcome to the net, our AllStar EchoLink Friday night net. Good to have you out there. Our topic tonight, you can pick one of each. One of each. You can either pick what's your favorite logging software, or what mode do you like to be on the most on your radio, like HF, UHF, VHF, etc., etc. Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu. If you can come in with your name, your call sign QTH, how long you've been a ham, and then come join us. We're standing by.
Okay, anyway, I think I figured that out. This is W8KVZ and the state of Ohio. In the United States, Northeast Ohio, Trumbull County. My name is Michael. I have been licensed since 2018. When I got my technician class, is what the entry level is called here in the United States. I'm not that anymore. As far as the question, I'll choose logging software. I like N3FJP. I use it for everything from just keeping my regular logs to doing contests with. It's well worth the money and it works great. And it links up to all my e-logs all over the place. So I like that part too. But anyway, that's all I had. I saw, before I end this, I saw an ad for this on EchoLink Worldwide on Facebook, so I figured I'd tune in. It was about that time, so
Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu in the net, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. We're glad to have you out here. Good, it's your first time. Yes, I always put it up on. There's two sites about EchoLink AllStar or EchoLink. There's two Facebook groups out there, and I always take a minute to put it out there because there's a lot of new hams getting in or back in after they've been out for 30 years or so. Lots of people in apartment dwellers, lots of people in HOAs, things like that, senior living, you name it. Haven't quite decided on radio. That was me. No, that wasn't me. I couldn't afford a radio, so my first radio was my iPhone 6 Plus with EchoLink on it. But I run it all the time just in case folks want to come in and test out their thing and join us. So my name is Ernest Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. I'm from St. Andrews, West Ontario. I've been a ham for 2 years. And I got my HF April of 2024. So a year on HF and 2 years on UHF VHF. I have purchased N3 FJP. Let me pause. I actually purchased N3 FJP for field day, and field day's next weekend. I got that about 2 years ago, and I use it only for field day. I've used it also to fix logs. It's got a great program in it. You can go and fix things and stuff like that. And also, I do worldwide flora fauna. So I would go and do parks on the air with an old logger called Hammers. But then I would have to save it to the desktop, go into NFJP, upload it to that. Then I'll have to tell it to, whatever this park is, replace it with this park. And that's what I used to use that program for to do that. And I think it has a good what do you call it? Let me think. Hold on. Rig control. Yes. Rig control. That's the thing I like about that program, that it has good rig control. Other than that, though, I'm using World Radio League right now, just because I can use it across so many devices. I will often plan out a rove. That's what we do with Parks on the Air. You can do a rove, like go to multiple parks. So I'll plan it out on the computer, on the desktop computer. And then when I get in the field, I'll pick it up on a tablet. But there are times, too, that I don't want to have the tablet with me. And I just have my cell phone, so I can use it on the cell phone. So I can use it over all the different platforms. The con about it on the desktop is that you have to have the internet working. So that's the only con for that. With NFJP, you don't. Also, I think for Winterfield Day, I'll have to look back at my logs. But I think for Winterfield Day, I actually had a contact with NFJP. I'm going to go look right now. Back over to you, Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I just figured out you were the one that made the post. Look at me go. That's so sharp tonight anyhow. But, always looking for other nets and stuff to go on. I do a 2 or 3 every week on DMR. I'm active in DMR, but I'm most active on HF, on FT8 here from home. But yeah, I heard you about the radio. I got my next level up in license class in 2021, but I didn't get a radio, an HF radio, and build it out till late in 2023. So I've been active on HF bands, just doing digital, because my antenna's kind of cruddy. Being an apartment dweller, I run an NFED half wave. It's not good for everything, but it works for digital. Anyway, this is W8KB.
I hear that. I love that. Love working digital. Yes, being an apartment dweller. So check it out. On January 26, 2025, I did work in N3FJP on 40 meter sideband. And I actually have the yellow star by it on QRZ. So that was kind of cool. I think one of my friends said, hey, guess what? So and so's on there. Go get him in the log. So I called out, and lo and behold, I got the guy on the log there. Okay, we have another ham that has joined us on the Friday evening AllStar EchoLink Net. This is every Friday at 8 o'clock. We're always glad to have folks join us. We have now Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo. Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo. This is Ernest with On the Air of VA3EWV. We run a net every Friday, and the format is we have 3 rounds. The first round is a topic. Tonight's topic is what is your favorite logger, or what's your favorite mode of radio to talk on? The second round is what are you doing for the weekend? And the third round, since we always have just a vast array of people here, if you hear a call sign or you hear something that interests you, write it down, because the last part of the net you get to talk to each other in a little rag chew. Okay, we'll break with Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu. We'll pick it up with Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo. If you can come in with your call sign, your name, how long you've been in ham, and we can get started. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone on frequency. This is Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo. The name is Lima Echo Echo, and we are currently located in Ashburn, Virginia. Ashburn, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. And let's see, we've been a ham probably since the late 80s. Probably right around 87, 88, somewhere right around there. Man, it's been so long ago. Yeah, we're currently coming in through the EchoLink, but we'll probably be coming in through either a hotspot sometime in the coming weeks. Let's see. Our current interest mostly has been portable lately. Lately, we've been doing a lot of portable work with FT891 or Zygon G20 or one of my old favorites, my ICOM 706 Mark II. So that's been my current activity. It's been around a few years and done quite a few things, had an opportunity to do quite a bit, got into operating portable when I was traveling quite a bit for work. Wherever I went, I always carried an HF rig with me. And when those small series of rigs came out, it was all over after that. So we've been doing it for quite a few years, even before the latest interest of Coda and Soda and Parks on the Air and all the other little things. So we've always been a portable operator.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about.
Control, back to you, Ernest, from Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo, Ashburn, Virginia.
All right, that's awesome. Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo in the net, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. I'm getting your call sign put in correctly here. Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo. Okay, gotcha. Hey, you know what? I did not know, and I'm glad you said something. I had no idea, because I'm new to this. I had no idea that people were just going out in the field or whatever and talking on radio before, like like Poda, Soda, all that stuff like that. I was thinking that the Poda, Soda, they have everything on there, right? I'm going to be doing some windmills on the air this year. I've seen a site about an hour from me. They have some windmills. They have windmills on the air. I've done lighthouses on the air so far. I'm doing historic sites on the air currently, so I'm going to a lot of historic sites. But I thought that stuff was around forever. Are you saying it's just now hitting the waves there? Back to you, Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo.
been around for a while. It's just before before they started the summits on the air, the parks on the air. Before that, there was islands on the air, and I had an opportunity to do one of those activations years ago. Haven't done a soda yet. I've been debating about it. As a matter of fact, I've got a few locations near me out here in Virginia. But before the official title of POTA and so forth came about, yeah, there were other little operations. It was just going outdoors to operate. And then when you had the next generation of small size rigs, not to mention rigs and batteries, it became easier. So you could pretty much say it may have been perfect timing. But no, my first portable rig, oh man, some of the old timers on the net may remember the Atlas 210 back in the late
Atlas
70s
210.
and the early 80s, and back then. So portable operations has been around for a while, but with many of the introduction of smaller rigs and smaller lightweight batteries, it's just become a lot easier than what it used to be. There, over.
Roger, Roger. Again, folks, if you have your pen and papers down, make sure you're getting everybody's call signs. I'm looking at that Atlas radio now that you're talking about. I'm looking at that on the Atlas 210. It actually has it right under the meter. That's pretty cool. Yep. So you guys are, I guess, those are some pretty hefty radios you had to bring out with you. But I remember looking at some videos on YouTube with the early ham radios in the cars, eh? And those were some big boxes on the dash, and with the antennas on the back. I love seeing that stuff. Oh wow! It reminds me of the DX Commander guy. Have you ever seen his car? He has just everything sitting on the seat, right? He's got these big rigs, and they're just all sitting on the seat. Look, thanks for being out there, and we also have some folks on YouTube. We want to give a shout out to Polar Boy. Polar Boy is out there, Kilo Delta 8, Lima Hotel Romeo, saying hello on YouTube, as well as my good friend Rob, Victor Echo 3 Alpha Radio Fox. We got those guys out there having some fun today, and that. So that's pretty good. We're going to pause right quick. We have two repeaters connected today, VE6 IDK in Spruce Grove, Alberta, and also VE3 PGC in Cornwall, Ontario. And again, thanks to owners for having those repeaters connect. Anyone on the Cornwall repeater or the Spruce Grove, Alberta repeater, wish to check in, please come down. All right. I was talking to Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. So that's one of the folks we have here tonight, Brad. I thought it was going to just be a duet. I thought it was going to be just the two of us anyway, but it's not. No, we're doing pretty good. So far we have Brad in here, Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. We have Michael, Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu. We have Robert E. Lee, which I love that name. Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo, and Rob Victor Echo 3 ARF. Anyone else wishing to check into the net? Like I said, from the other repeaters, please come on in. Okay, we're going to be going to our next section. Anybody else that joins, we'll just rail them on in. But our next section is what's going on for you on the weekend. Here in St. Andrews West, I'll go first. It's 22 degrees out right now. I have my daughter here, my son here, and my grandson that's come to visit because we have a pool. That's why they come. They're not shameful for that. They're out there poolside now, having some fun. I know the barbecue grill's going. That's great. So I'll go out there and join them after the net. Or maybe I'll just get me a plate and stay in here because I need to study for my code. I'm falling behind in my code study, so I might be doing that. For the weekend, I'm going to hang around the house a little bit, see what's going on. Yep. And then I might get away if I'm able to and do some outdoor operations myself. I love outdoor operations. The only thing I do in the shack is the net and FT8. That's it. Anything outside of nets and FT8, I do it outside and all winter long. All right, let's go to the top of the list. We'll pick it up with Brad there, Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. Brad, what's going on with you this weekend?
VA3 EWV, this is K5EDL. Just may play a little bit of ham radio. Watch some movies with my wife, try to stay cool. Got a little bit of yard work. Check in with my students on that online class. But that's probably pretty much what the weekend may entail. I have some other things going on. Never know. And back to net control, and I'm going to need to get out here. So I'll say 73 to all, K5 EDL.
Roger, K5BDL, thank you so much for coming out and being a frequent flyer here on the net. Also, let me get your wife's call so I know she's back in there now. We'll get her in the log 2 over.
Roger that. She's listening in and says hello to everybody. And her call is Kilo 5 Bob Foxtrot Lima.
That's right. I should know that I was making a joke about that last time, a pretty foxy lady. But I know it stands for Miss Peggy. Thank you guys very much. Have a good weekend out there. And we'll see you next week. Lord says the same. Bye for now.
73, and see you next week. And she likes that pretty foxy lady.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to pick it up with Michael there. Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu. Come on in.
Well, hello there again. W8KDV back in the group. Pretty good group of folks here on this and that. I definitely like it. We'll be stopping back. As long as I could stay off of afternoon times. It seems like my job always wants to put me on afternoons. Then I'm back on days, back on afternoons. Getting a little whiplash here, but yeah, my plans for the weekend, probably getting prepared for field day next weekend, trying to get my go box organized and figure out what I need to take, what I need to have in there. Not gear related. Gear I'll pack up a week from today, but just making sure my antenna launcher, all the little extra coax and stuff is in there, and then I'm good to go with that stuff. And then the gear I'll pack up next Friday. Got some of those Harbor Freight. That reference may be lost. I'm not sure if Harbor Freight is a worldwide company, but they sell these hard cases. They're marketed as like firearm storage cases, but you can pretty much format the foam to hold anything you want in there. And I have a couple cases that I can put the radio power supply, the signal link, microphone, headset, all that stuff that I want to take. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, is getting the go box cleaned out, because there's way too much junk from Winterfield Day still in there that I haven't gotten to. So I want to try to go as least. Since I do it with my club, I want to probably text the club president to find out what mode I'll primarily be on, whether it'll be single sideband phone. I did digital 100% last year, so I'd like to stick with that because, I could stay tuned out enough to talk to the press and to talk to visitors and still get in there and operate as much as I can without having to stay hyper-focused on what's happening on the air. But, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. But that's all for this round. I'll pass.
I wonder who would get logged out. Let's see here. Okay. All right. You timed out right at the end there, but we got all your message there. Porter Boy is saying that it keeps giving him an error message. Just talking about EchoLink there. I have done email thing and gotten nowhere. Okay. Hey, look, I just happen to know, Porter Boy and anybody that's out there listening, I know Jonathan Taylor, and I met him. He's I invited him to our club to speak to us. He's the architect behind EchoLink. They actually have an EchoLink group that they it's an email group, and they tell what their errors are and stuff like that. And this guy gets you up and running right away. So we're going to definitely share that with you. Kilo Delta 8 Lima Hotel Romeo. Okay, we got some more folks here joining us today. It's a party now, folks. It's official. We have KJ5 GVQ in the house. My boy in the house. Good to have you there. And Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Bravo Alpha. We'll pick it up with KJ5 GVQ. Come in with your name, your call sign QTH, how long you've been a ham. And the topic this week, folks, that are just joining us, you can pick either one. What's your favorite logging software, or what's your favorite mode to talk on? So that's where we're at. Okay, KJ5, GVQ, take it away.
Well, good evening, all on the net. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor. We're back to Raw Ham. And appreciate that intro there, Ernest. Definitely do enjoy that. I'm at the QTH, listening to training here in Chandler, Oklahoma. And I've been a ham for almost a year, right at a year, probably a year actually
Really?
right now. And love to work FSD, love repeater work, but I have to say FSD is probably my favorite. I don't know if I covered everything, but hopefully I did.
Hey, hit us with the kind of, okay, I'm a little interested. Thank you for being out there too. Also, folks, if you want to, just make sure you copy down everybody's call sign in case you want to reach out to them later on. We've had Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima out there with us this evening, Brad out of Tyler, Texas. We've had Whiskey 8 Kilo Delta Zulu, Mike out of Warren, Ohio. Robert E. Lee, I love that name. Kilo Mike 3 Delta Romeo out of Brandywine. That's pretty cool too. V3ARF Rob out of Cornwall. K5 Papa Lima Papa Foxtrot Lima Miss Peggy, and KJ5 GVQ Mr. Richard there. And also he has his own net on Wednesday nights. I'm gonna get Rob. Don't forget to post the net. Richard. Don't forget to post the net on the website there. If you can post the net, it'll actually give us a reminder, just like my net does. It throws out a reminder to the whole folks to let them know that the net's there. Okay, so don't forget to do that. And he does his net on HF. So those of you that are on YouTube that don't have EchoLink, you can always go and try to find Richard there. And I don't know why I keep calling Robert Richard to see if you can get on his net there. All right, let's bring it up on the next person here. Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Bravo Alpha. I haven't seen that call sign before. Come on in.
Hey, good afternoon. Yeah, this is Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Bravo Alpha, Jim in western North Carolina down here. So, yeah, just jumped on the EchoLink. Saw the post on Facebook, and so I jumped over to EchoLink to see what was happening there, where you were at. But normally I like the single side band HF stuff, and just sort of keeping it simple on the HF and stuff there, sort of just scoping the channels out and seeing who's out there, trying to do a little DX every now and then. But just enjoying the cool after afternoon down here in Western North Carolina, and I'll turn it back over to Net Control.
Well, we definitely appreciate you being out there, James. How long have you been a ham? Over. How long have you been a ham? Oh, I hadn't been doing political for a week. See if we can get it back in there. Oh, yeah, Kilo Oscar for Zulu Bravo Alpha. I think it popped out and popped back in. How long have you been a ham? Over.
Oh, been a ham for about 3 years now. Got my general and just working on about 3 years.
Roger. I've been a ham for 2 years, and I was actually shocked. I thought Kilo Golf 5, Golf Victor Quebec. That's a lot. I like KJ5, GVQ. I like that. Hey, I thought you've been a ham for like ever, Richard. I thought you've been a ham for forever. Over.
No, I wish I was. I had an opportunity back in the 90s. Early, I think 90s. This might have been early 90s, real late 80s. But I was so wrapped up in CPs then that I didn't. And we moved. Actually, when I started studying, about March, I guess. May of last year. And I got my general right, my technician right before, right around the end of June, somewhere right around here, I don't remember the date, and then I got my general towards the end of August.
Well, as they say, well, I declare. No, man, well, I am still am an 11-meter man. Just have to say that because it is what it is. I'm back also, Richard. Haven't heard from you in a while because I've had to go back to the office in Ottawa there, so I'm driving back and forth now. 1 second, I need to get a little sip of water there.
Yeah, Roger, on the sip of water, I can understand that. I was wondering, I know when last I texted with you, you got busy and we didn't get to have a convo. So, but definitely good. And I didn't get to check in the last couple of weeks, I think, on that. But glad I made it tonight.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, so I had to go back into the office there. Stumbled upon a promotion. It kind of like fell in my lap, and I've been busy as I don't know what. But I've been able to get out and start driving back and forth. So I've got my little. It's a small little CB radio. My friend gave it to me there, and I keep it under the seat because I have to park downtown, and I don't want nobody trying to get my stuff. So it's perfect. It just goes right on the seat there. So I tuck it in there, and I have my UHF VHF antennas. They're mounted on the front of my car there. And I just unscrew them, put them in the car, and I leave the back seat down on the SUV, and looks like the car is empty. So that's how I roll with that. And then when I'm going home, I used to do this video called Drive at 5. So everybody that's out there, I do have a YouTube channel. Go check it out. On the air with VA3 EWV. That is it. On the air with VA3 EWV. And you'll see me do that Drive at 5. So if I don't get anybody on HF, right, I will definitely go to 20. That's the one that's hot around here. And in the morning going to work, and in the afternoon coming from work, I do get folks out there on 20. And I'm close to the states that I can get those folks. Before I sold my foot warmer, I was reaching out to New York every morning on my way to work there. All right, so good. We're going to pause for a second here. We have another person in. I don't see their call sign, but I know they're here. It says EchoLink 78861. So for the new person that just came in, come on in. Over. 378861. Don't know who that is. All right, we're going to pause right quick. We do have two repeaters connected, VE3PGC in Cornwall, VE6IDK out of Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. Anyone on those repeaters wishing to check in, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. I'm giving Photo Boy, I'm dropping that link in there for the group that you can get help and get your EchoLink sorted out right quick. I just dropped it in there from K1RFD, Kilo 1 Romeo Foxtrot Delta .com, right? If you reach out to that email address, they'll get you squared away on your EchoLink there. All right. So now we're at the bottom of the bottom of all the talking. We've gone over what's your favorite logger or what mode you like to talk on. We've seen what everybody's going to be doing for the weekend, almost, I think. KJ5GBQ, what are you doing for the weekend? Over. KJ5GBQ may be tied up. Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Bravo Alpha. James, what are you up to this weekend? Like I said, field days next week. Oh, and before you answer, the one that was talking about the Go Box with your different stuff in it. I was using a Go Box, a pretty sturdy thing, pretty heavy actually. With and on the radio I have the 991A, and I have a Bueno battery or whatever. So the battery weighs a lot, the radio weighs a lot, and right before I had my shoulder surgery, it was just too much to carry. Like it was heavy itself. Then I moved everything to the backpack, so I just have a regular JanSport backpack. And I have the radio in that, the battery, the Heil headset, the Windows Slate, the coax, all that's in the backpack. And then I have my M750 that's in a little case about 1.5 feet long, I guess. It looks like a flute bag if anybody's ever been in music before. It looks like a flute bag. So I just throw it on my back, and that's what I take with me. Now in the Go Box, I picked it up to go look into it, and I had taken some of the foam out, and I had put Vienna sausages, things like that, the snack crackers, bags of nuts and things like that, Tang instant breakfast drink, and so a couple of bottles of water. So my Go Box is like a lunch box now, and I have everything else on my back. So I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, we're at the end of what everybody's doing for the weekend. KJ5GBQ, if you're out there, what are you doing for the weekend? Over.
Yeah, I was here listening. I just have to feel like it's all the thing. I thought somebody else. Now I want to go play some photo maybe Sunday. We got kids' birthdays that we're gonna kind of be celebrating with their friends and all. Couldn't make it on the other dates, so we pushed it back. It's not really their birthday, but we're gonna go to the bowling alley tomorrow for a little bit. But I want to squeeze in some photo activities this weekend if I can. I'm going to send you a picture. I've been working around my shack. I've made quite a bit of upgrades. And I hear y'all talking about the Go Box. Let me read that. I'm actually thinking about getting away from my Go Box. I like it. I like it. Kind of gives me protection from my radio here at the house. I got a bunch of cats. And I think every ham radio operator is supposed to have at least 5 to 10 cats, and I'm like around 8. Anyway, I'm thinking about trying to go back, kind of like what you're doing with the bag. I don't know if I'm going to go bag, but I may, I got that big battery, so I'm thinking I might just create a battery box and then put the rails on my 710 and have it in like an Apache case.
Yeah, Roger. That might be. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. The reason I threw that thing, the reason I threw that bag, all the radio and everything in the backpack, well, twofold. When I was going to the office, one of the guys was sitting there, being one of the guys there, because my behind had a whole wagon that had a table, a chair in it, the big black go box there, lanterns, you name it. It was just, if you go back and look at my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, please like and subscribe, by the way, folks. Anyway, if you go look at those, you'll see me pull that wagon up and down the streets of Ottawa, downtown Ottawa, Ontario, our capital, and activating parks and stuff like that. And the guy's like, "Oh, I don't know if you can bring batteries in here," because I had like a car battery back in the day before I got the other battery, and they're just giving me a hard time. So I just had an empty backpack there from CIBC, one of the banks. I used to work there and never used it. And I put the 991 in there and it fit. And I was like, oh, it fits. So then I put that new battery I had, the Bueno battery, and I turned it sideways and put it sideways in there and it fit. And I was like, what the hell? Then I took the Heil phones and put it right on top, and they all was just there, just all nice and cozy. And the foot pedal, but I don't bring the foot pedal out to the field anymore. I have a thumb switch that I went and purchased. So anyway, that's in there, and then the zipper behind that, I just have my the laptop, which is a Windows slate, and I have the mouse pad. And then in the front pouch, I have all my cables and wires and stuff like that in my mouse. So it all fits in the backpack. And because I could not tote that stuff like with that big box, I would raise my backpack up on the three, whatever you call it, filing cabinet. It would sit there. And because I'm so tall, I would just go and loop my arms under and just, stand up, and there it would be. And where I went at the park across the street, because I'm blessed to have a Poda Park right across the street from the office, 3-minute walk, I'm there. So they have a electrical box out there, and I just turn around, I squat down, and it's on electrical box, and then there you go. So that's what I did. Let me refresh this. Before I keep running my mouth, we have a new visitor. It's Kilo Echo Oscar. Wait, Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. Welcome to the Friday evening AllStar EchoLink on the air at VA3 EWV. My name is Ernest from St. Andrews, West Ontario. Good to have you here. This net is a little bit different. We have 3 rounds. The first one is the topic. The second one is what you're doing on the weekend. And then the third round is you guys talk back and forth to each other, whatever you heard that was cool. So Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec, could you come in with your name, call sign, QTH, and how long you been a ham? Over. And if you're new, we'll wait on you. Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. While we're waiting on him, we have whoa, that's my key. We have Woodchuck 555 out there. Kilo Echo Zero. Oh yeah, he says he forgot the trans. I don't. Are you on a? If you're on a cell phone or something like that, you press the screen. If you're on a cell phone, I don't know if you're on an Android or an Apple, but you press the screen, and then at the bottom left, I think it says transmit. Are you on the desktop computer there? I see you're on the YouTube channel. You're on a PC. Okay. I think it might be the space bar. I haven't used it in a long time, but it may be the space bar. I'll check and see and get back to you on that. But we got you in the log there, nevertheless. And I'll tell everybody you said hi. Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec is on YouTube and trying to log in. We also have on there Dale, Whiskey 5 DSL. Whiskey 5 DSL. He said he likes Smart Logger, by the way. And Poda Boy says that he likes Smart. Someone likes Ham 2K. Yeah, that's Poda Boy. And someone likes Smart Logger. Okay. So that's what we have out there. So Kilo Echo Zero Quebec Echo Quebec. Try the space bar. Let's see if you can get in there. Over. Yep. Almost. We almost got you in there. You might have to do like me and check your mic settings. Because I know I use every time my radio is connected, I have a little Yaesu 991A. It always says USB codec. So I hear you keying up, but we don't hear any audio. Try it again. Over. Okay, I will definitely stay after the net's over and try to help you out with that too. So don't go away. We'll try to get that working. All right, we're at the top of the hour there, folks. Anyone on the VE3 PGC repeater or the VE6 IDK repeater wishing to check in, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. This is the last round. If anyone has any traffic or anything to talk about, go ahead. The mic is yours. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. Could you try again, please? Could you try coming in again, please? Let's see. Oh, it's asking for a password. Oh. Okay, we'll work with that. He's looking for a password, it says. All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and making this a fun net. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's looking good here. We don't have anything with a 49% chance of rain, so hopefully that holds out for tomorrow. We'll probably do a little outdoor operations, but we're gonna spend some time with the family, for sure this weekend. And then we'll see everybody else. I don't know, but I found these results on search. My Google's talking. Cancel. Anyway, we will see everybody next week, and I will be standing by here in the background in case anyone has any more traffic for the next 5 or 10 minutes there. Everybody have a great night, and thanks for coming to see us, 7-3.
That's through, I appreciate you letting me in, bud. KJ5, quick.
Hey, and not only that, make sure if you have time, or if you think about it, don't forget to put your net out there. That's on Wednesday nights. How before you go, have you been using 20 or 40? I know the bands have been like when I started last year in July on Parks on the Air, and I got my HF radio. Man, I would go out and I'd be out like 30 minutes and have like 80 contacts. I was coming home with 300, 400, 500 contacts, and now you could be out there slaving 8 days, 8 hours in the park. You barely break 150. How's the band's been treating you on your nets on 40 and 20 on Wednesday nights?
That's a good question, but Wednesday night, I actually went back to Florida because it actually looked quieter than 20, and so I stuck it out. We had a pretty good net. We had a lot of new folks show up. It was a good thing. And then the week before, I missed it. I got called into work and couldn't get nobody to cover for me. And so, but I think the week prior to that, I was using 20 because 40 was too hard.
Good evening. The time is 9 p.m.
Hey, Roger on that. Well, hey, look, if you get a chance, I don't know if you told me or not, but I know you had acquired a tower. I don't know if you had got an antenna or not or anything like that. But are you still working on trying to get that tower up, or have you gotten it down, or what's the deal? I forget. It's been a while since we talked to each other.
Well, I got my original tower that I had from my TV days. Now I've had it up for a while now, and all my HF antennas are just wire antennas that I've made. But I haven't got the second one up, and I don't even know. I took that one down. I was telling you about it, and then like a week later, one of my Elmers comes to me and he's like, "Hey, I got you a deal on the tower. You need to buy it." And I'm like, really, I don't need it." But he's like, "Man, it's a really good deal." So I couldn't tell him no. So I've got it too, and I don't know. I'm probably going to put one up at about 40, and then I may add a section to the existing one, and then I'm going to have a couple of extra pieces that I don't know. I may put out the front to give me something where something stable I can lift my. I want to put up a double, and that'll give me a good triangle pattern. Over.
Yeah, man, I hear that. I don't know what I want to do. I was given a tubular tower by one of my friends there, and I think it was 4 sections, missing the top section. But another friend was like, "Man, I sure could use a section of tower to get, because he only had one section, and he had it mounted to his roof. And he goes, 'Man, if I had another section, I'd be in business.' And what do hams do? They give, right? So I'm like, 'Hey, look, hook yourself up.' And he got looking nice up there. He took the time to sand it all down and stuff, paint it and stuff. I was like, 'Woo, look at you.'" Yeah, I'm too lazy for all that. So anyway, so I have a 3 pieces out in the backyard. So I'm going to let somebody know, hey, look, if they need to come get it and get that to someplace. And then, so I'm set. I have a DX something in the back, 5 sections. It's a very nice tower. I'm just going to go ahead and sell that and try to get whatever I can get for that. I had pipe dreams to go get it put up and this and that and da-da-da-da. But I want a small portable radio, right, that I can do POTA with, and I'm trying to get the CW in. So I was looking at that Helicraft thing or whatever they call it. That thing's like $6 million. So I was like, you know what? I have all this stuff sitting around. Well, I don't have a lot of stuff. Let me just start there. But I have a couple of 2 or 3 things. I'm like, let me get that on out of here and see if I can get somebody to buy it and then put money towards something else. Over.
Yeah, Roger that. I understand that. And that Elcraft, that is some high dollar equipment. It's some nice equipment. But I tell you, I kind of got my eyeball on that Zyku 6100, I think it is. They got it, and they got a 6200. And man, I've just heard really good things about that 6100, especially for the money. And I love working QRP, and my rig I can only get to 5 watts until I can get that kit to fill that attenuator. But I don't know, but you might want to look at that, man. There's a lot of guys that get on that net on Sunday with that radio, and it really gets the job done. Back to you.
Yeah, that's just a dream I have for that. I just see this guy. Hold on a second. Let's try Kilo Echo Zero Quebec Echo Quebec. I'm looking at the YouTube channel there. Let me go down the list there. Polar Boy says the sun's been mad lately, giving us hitting us with all those flares, right? So yeah, ain't that the doggone truth? Woodchuck think he's got it. No, not Woodchuck. Wood Duck. How about the Wood Duck? Hey, you know what time it is? What are they called? Not. I was thinking about Mud Duck. Excuse me. Okay. Anyway. Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. Come on in. Come on. Space bar. Try the space bar. Kilo Echo Zero Quebec Echo Quebec. Try the space bar. Try the space bar. He's running FT8 in the background. That's why you're asking to get on the air. That's what's going on. You're I think you're running your digital mode in the background. Go to your sound. Yeah, you're definitely running FT8 in the background. Oh. Okay. All right. Hey, you all. So Kilo Delta 9, November Juliet Juliet. Kilo Delta 9, November Juliet Juliet. Good evening to you. Welcome to On the Air with VA3 EWV AllStar EchoLink. And we're good to have you out there on the YouTube there checking in. So always come back anytime. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel too. Wood Duck. Hey, look, I know what's going on with your stuff there. I too have that same problem. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what you need to do. Hold on a second. Let me get my screen shared so you can see what's happening here. So I have my 991 on right now, okay? If I go to my sound settings on Windows, I have Windows, and I click here, see how it says speaker USB codec? If I click on that, you're going to hear my FT8 coming through my speakers. So you have to watch out for that, right? So you need to choose something else. I don't know what you have, but you need to choose something else so you can get that out of the way there, okay? So that's what you need to do. Go to your sound settings there and choose not your USB codec, okay? This is a treat. Hotel India 8 Delta. I think you're my first DX ever on my on my net. How's it going there, Dave? Hotel India 8 Delta, I see you out there. Hey, look, I'm going to go to my QRZ right now and get you in the log under digital because I don't have you on this. Are you checking in with a phone or are you checking in with a computer there? Over. Okay, Richard, we got some newbies trying to connect to EchoLink for the first time there. Okay, he's configuring his audio settings. Yeah. Hey, look, on the PC, folks, check it out. I'm sharing my screen. If you don't want to have your USB codec on, okay? You want to try your speaker or whatever you got there, and try to change that in the mixer. Then come on back in and see if you can talk to us. Okay, Richard, sorry to keep you waiting there. I just saw some folks trying to check in there, getting there, trying to get their Echo Links working there. Anyway, yeah, I'm that Zygu. I'm definitely interested in that. I just saw some YouTube videos where the guy had his that radio, and it has the little keyer right in the bottom of it, right? And then you open it up and it has the little pad there. So he's doing and he doesn't have anything digital like a computer to do his logs, but he's out there only doing excuse me, he's only doing 10 or 15 contacts out there, and then he has like a little bitty wire hanging off the bottom of the thing. No big antennas or nothing. He's just walking around. I forget his call sign, but you probably have seen him before. So that I just thought that was kind of cool, just to have that all in one thing that you just go out, because if I'm in the park across the street from work, I don't have to set nothing up like elaborate. I just pull it out of my pocket literally and start do 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 do, and get with it there over.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I ain't 100%. But yeah, I can see that. And my thing is, I like to throw everything on the bike and go to the park. But then with the added space, with all the added monitors and everything, and I put this new tabletop unit, that monitoring's been cool to get rid of the GoBox. I do like it because I can unhook coax and unhook the power supply from the wall, and it's ready to go. Covers on the box and go. And it's light enough I can carry it with one hand, so that's kind of nice. And I know it's well protected.
That's what I'm talking about. And I've seen people making all these 3D things for it and everything else. Okay, let's try Kilo Echo Oscar, Quebec Echo Quebec. No, Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. Let's try it again. Let's come on in and see if we can get it going. Over. Hey, Robert, try to give it a try. Robert, Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec Echo Quebec. Give it another try. Okay, Rohan, I'm just going to be sitting here in the shack. You have any finals that you want to say before you go there? And then I'll be catching up with you later. I'm going to try to get Hotel India 8 Delta and Kilo Echo Zero Quebec Echo Quebec on the Echo Link there. Any finals for you, though, before you go? And I hope you have a good weekend, too, there. Over. Whoop, I hit the wrong button. Let me shut this thing down. Okay, I think the Wood Duck said that's gonna be it. All right, Robert, I'll say 7-3 to you, and we'll catch you next time, man. Yeah, with this new gig, bro, I got a big promotion at work there, on a contract with the government there, and I've been trying to just learn the job. Well, they hadn't been working the hell out of me. I'm just trying to learn the job and the role, so that's pretty brutal. So anyway, man, I hope you have a good weekend and have a good rest of your day, okay? Okay, for everybody that's on YouTube there, we're going to go out with a song all the time. That's what we're going to do. And I think since Field Day is right around the corner, we're gonna kick it off with radio games. We're gonna hit y'all up with radio games because the field day is next weekend. Here we go.
Y'all, it's a radio field day of antennas up high. Good friends, good vibes under clear blue sky. Static free, we sip and drink, summers in the air. Frequencies tuned in, ain't got no cares to spare. Radio games playing all day contact. 7-3 regards, punch you back, have a blast. Work the world, runs the tax and wave that signal strong from coast to land. Transmitting joy, ain't nowhere to pass time. Laughter in the static, shit on every line. Around here we groove, mix the beats and waves. Harmony electric in these radio days. Radio games playing all day contact. 7-3 regards, punch you back, have a blast. Work the world, runs the tax and wave that signal strong from coast to land. Grateful enough, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, strange but not strange. Crashing off, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, strange but not strange. From dusk to dawn, we chatter and we laugh. Frequency, our language, we can telegraph. Hearts connected, bound by unseen thread. In this summer fun, every moment led. Radio games playing all day contact. 7-3 regards, punch you back, have a blast. Work the world, runs the tax and wave that signal strong from coast to land. From dusk to dawn, we chatter and we laugh.
So,
Frequency, our language, speaking telegram. Hearts connected, bound by unseen thread. In this summer fun, every moment led.
okay, folks, that's it tonight. I see another person just joined on EchoLink. I can't see your call sign 3222093. The person that just started, just come on in and say hello there. Oh, that's okay, Dave. Dave, I see you there. Hotel 8 India, Hotel India 8 Delta. Come on in. See if it works now. Yeah. Here we go. See, you're on. You're right there.
Hey guys,
Go
I
ahead.
have a loon stuffy.
See?
It is him.
Hey, Dave, come on in. We got you. Go ahead, Dave.
Where's the camera?
Right here. The camera's right there.
If you want to look up close.
See? Dave, I heard you in there. Go ahead. Hey, Preston. My friend says nice loon. See, his name is Scott. Scott75. He says nice loon. Also, Photo Boy said nice duck.
Thank you, guys. Guys, if you want to get the same thing, you can check out Brockville in Ontario.
That's right. You let them know. Let them know.
And at the Aquatarium in the first floor gift shop.
Absolutely. There you go.
Where you get the tickets to be able to like see the otters and stuff, and there's beavers. And a beaver is called Justin Beaver.
Hey, see? There you go. Justin Beaver.
And they call him Art Sticks.
Okay. Hotel India 8 Delta, come on in.
Someone asked if I'm a ham. Someone said he a ham yet?
Hello, good evening.
There we go. There you go. I got you. You sounding good. You sounding good.
First time using this application on the phone.
Well, hey, it's definitely making a trip there. I'm going to go to QRZ and get you in the log for digital. Hold on, let me get you. Let me pull it up. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go to log a new contact, and I'm going to put this on my side, just so you know. Let me see if I can share the screen here. On my side, I'm going to put you in here on. I'm on 70 centimeters here, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm on EchoLink. I wonder if they have EchoLink here. I guess it's going to be called Digital Voice. So I'm just going to put 4200, right? 4200, whatever. I'll do a screenshot for this and send it to you. And so I can get you the log, and we'll have our first digital. Look, we'll be on. I don't know if it'll say digital or not, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do save record here. There we go. All right. Someone says I didn't talk to him, and that's not true. Anyway, you're getting deleted. All right, David, I got you in there on the log there. How you been doing this evening?
There's a lot of people from Dominican.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you know that. Yeah.
Dominican. I'm pretty sure I remember that.
Whoa.
This is a lot, guys.
That was like the Matrix.
And also, by the way, the loon's name is Looney Tunes.
Oh, Looney Tunes. Hotel 8 India Delta. If you use it on your cell phone, you have to tap at the bottom left. I think it's bottom left. Where it says talk. I don't know if you have an iPhone or an Android, but just tap at the bottom left of the screen and it goes on and off there. Over.
Scout 75 said.
Are y'all leaving?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Scott 75 said I'm down in Wisconsin, but maybe I can get our mutual friend Daniel Molson to pick one up for me and mail it down. And he said, nice name, I like it.
Oh,
because his name is Looney Tunes, I said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, David, I heard you coming in there. I heard you coming in. Try it again. Papa's ready for bed.
Huh?
I said I'm ready for bed.
I'm not. Remember, you're having marinara rice instantly, right?
Right.
In the MRI.
Hotel India 8 Delta, you still there?
Guys, tomorrow my grandpa's going in the MRI. I'm pretty sure
he's gone.
It stands for a marinara rice instantly.
Marinate rice instantly.
Marinara rice instantly.
Marinate.
I thought it was.
Okay, folks, that's gonna be it for me tonight. 7-3 to all, and to all a good night. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor with the Friday night All-Star EchoLink Net. It's been a great time there. We had 12 check-ins today. So good job out there, folks. Good job.
Bye-bye, guys.
We'll see everybody later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tune says bye.
And for those of you that are out there on the YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. And we're going to hit you with the Biggie's Barbecue because that's what we're doing tomorrow. You can listen to that song on my YouTube channel.
Biggie. Is this Miss Fizzle's song?
No. It's the Biggie's Barbecue song.
Oh. Fiddle Miss 6 meters.
On the airwaves, inviting you to the show.
Can you help me make YouTube songs?
Yeah, I can actually.
Sue's got real hot burgers and two.
Can I set up like you?
For the laughter at Biggie's Barbecue. This is Biggie calling on the repeater. Let's go. Summer breeze and sunshine. Come on, don't say no. Listen to the laughter, hear the joy in the breeze. Raffles and some fun.
Yes.
So please, sugar sweet, the audio resonates in the air.
Hold on, I'm gonna dance to the beat first.
Over. Good times with
This is my song.
An old partner thing.
This is Biggie calling.
I don't have anything for this.
Let's go.
That's my mom.
Summer breeze,
All the connections for this, I think, are in the
come on,
by the
don't
couch.
say no.
Right by the arm of the couch.
Papa, want to listen to more music?
Oh, Papa's about to close his net. That's it, folks. Okay, we will see you guys next week. Same time, same bad channel.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel too.
That's right. There you go. Like and subscribe.
Hold on, I think I should make a video.
Hmm?
I'm